All right, folks, here we go. Wednesday night. We're going to be the latest. There's Erica. We already have some people lined up. We're going to let everybody slowly file in, so to speak. Again, we're getting more details, about this just horrific situation where we have six in custody right now. Again, we're going to let everybody file in a little bit. I know there's been heavy interest in this, and then I don't want to. We already have some people we're going to bring on, and I want to wait until just a couple more people come in. We are live on YouTube, and we are live on one moment on X, and we're live obviously on Facebook. So we're going to let everybody kind of get situated as our numbers climb. And then we're going to bring you the latest. And if you heard this afternoon, I give so much credit to many of her friends that are, and especially Crystal, who was just fantastic as far as it's not an easy story to talk about. I get that. It's not an easy story to talk about, but it needs to be talked about. And it all has to do with Erica. Yes. So now I've sent the link, and we just had some people there. I know a lot of people have been asking, and we're going to go to them. And let's see, 718. So I'm going to check. I think I know our sound is good everywhere, but I did send it. Hey, Ron. Yes. Okay, there we go. Let me pin that there. And yeah, the sound is good. And we're going to listen. If you are, and I'll explain, and I'm going to explain it. So then other people that come in, people can tell them. So what you need to do is, thank you, Garney, is you go to this page that you're on. We're mainly using Facebook, obviously. We could also, let me go to that. I know some people are going to be on YouTube, but if you go to the Facebook page and send a direct message, we can then send you. So I was just about to go to them. So, and there we go. Here's John and Beatrice. Okay. Why don't we start? That's John and Beatrice. Hi there,
Yep.
John.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay.
Sorry
Good.
for the
All
messy
right.
hair.
So
I
it's
just woke up.
John and Beatrice.
Yes, sir.
Quite all right. All right. Why don't you tell everyone your connection to Erica?
She's my niece. It's our niece.
Okay.
I know her father. Can you hear me?
I can. I'm going to listen. I want to give a platform to her family and friends. So, John, you tell us. She's your niece. You tell us exactly what you want to know, or people should know.
How I just want to let people know how Liz and John, the people that got arrested, are, because I've known them for years. I've lived with them. My wife has lived with them,
and we know Erica too.
And my wife knows Erica personally. I never actually had the opportunity to meet her in person. I've talked to her on videos, and she was too nice, but she had a lot of mental health issues. Like it was already stated. We can add stuff.
I was going to say that.
And Beatrice, all right, either one. I want you to state again. What is your? How are you tied in, Beatrice? How are you connected to Erica?
We became really close friends. I met her through her father, who became our brother.
He was my brother for a long time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He was
her
father was like my brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what can you tell us about the living situation that she was going through in Central Falls? By the way, it looks like it's daylight where you are. Are you in another part of the country?
Yeah, we're in a different state. We moved out of Rhode Island.
Oh, yeah. We had to because of Liz and Josh.
Yeah, we moved out because of the
Okay.
two certain people. I don't know if it's safe to say their names.
Which two people is that?
Is it safe to say their names?
Yes.
All right. Well,
it's
are they
Liz and
two of the
Josh.
Yes, it's 2 of the 6.
Liz and Josh? Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yes.
2 of the suspects.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What can you? So you lived with them. What can you
Yeah.
tell us about Liz
Um.
and Josh?
Oh, I could write a book on this. So the living conditions. When I lived there, they had
All
a
right, but
dog.
we don't have time for a book, so instead we're gonna.
I'll sum the book up. So basically, the living conditions. They let the dogs use the facilities in the house. Never cleaned up. I was the one that was cleaning up after the animals, making sure they were taken care of. My wife did the same. My Another family member of mine actually got one of the puppies from that litter that they were supposedly taking care of, but they weren't. It was me.
Mm-hmm.
Clutter everywhere.
Okay, now I don't know.
Oh,
So were you aware? I also want to bring on. We have a friend of Erica's as well. And I hope you guys don't mind. So we can have
that's my
3, and that
sister.
is
Don't.
That's my
Sammy.
sister. That's my
So
sister.
okay, all right. I'm not sure why she's not. She was coming up on the screen, but what was it? So this is a little unusual. When did you live in the same apartment as Josh and Liz?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Back in 2023.
You did
Yeah.
and I lived with them
in
twice.
2023.
Yeah.
We lived with I lived with them 2023 when I was married with him, and 2022
Yep.
around there.
Alex.
They've been abusive to a lot of people. It shocks me to the point that the people that they've have abused are still alive, even though what happened to her was uncalled for, because they
All right.
tried to
Let
control
me just
our
stop there.
marriage.
They tried to control you. I just
They
want to
tried
state
to
for everybody.
get us to have a divorce,
Um,
basically. And all the same other stuff that happened to Erica happened to a lot of
how
other people
how
as
is
well.
it that do you think did Erica move in with them because like didn't she know your experience with them?
No, I've never had a sit down conversation to tell her. She's been through in and out of homelessness, and a lot of people make up like narratives. My ex forced me to block her because of the false narratives, and I regret it. And I fought with my ex for it. And now hearing this, and she's still family to me, I broke down. Really broke down.
Yep. And how long did you live with them, Beatrice?
2023.
I live with them in 2023 because they tried to
Just tell them the year. The next year.
the other year was like in the 20s, 2020 around
Okay.
there.
Let's just okay. And what is it that you want to share about this whole thing? You contacted me, you want to come on. I'm good
Go ahead.
enough
Tell
to
them that you
have
were a
you on.
victim.
What do you want to tell everyone that's watching?
I would like, besides her being a victim, have justice for her and have justice for every other victim that they have done this to, but she's the first victim that has
Okay.
ever died.
Okay.
Tell them you were the victim.
Okay. All right. Thank you. We're to them. Let's go to Crystal. Now, I want to just mention, and hold on, Crystal. Crystal was good enough. Now, there's someone that Danielle. All right. I sent a direct message to Danielle. So you have two choices. You put a comment, and I sent you a direct message. I sent you a direct message, Danielle. I'm looking at the direct message that I sent you. So all you have to do is check and she'll see it. But that's what it is. So all right, let's go to Crystal. Now, Crystal, I just want to say we have this person, Danielle, and it's maybe let's do this, Danielle. Why don't you have someone else handle it for you? But I can't go through, the next however long this is going to be with someone that just keeps saying, I want to be on, I want to be on. I sent you a direct message. Crystal, that was very emotional. You were on this afternoon. I want to give you a chance if you're, I'm going to block you in a moment. I've already explained, Danielle. I sent you, and we're going to have to get rid of her. I'm just sorry, but I can't deal with someone like this. We're trying to run this. We have a number of different people. But I'm going to ask Danielle to just be quiet. Stop sending messages. Yeah, we know that. We know that. So, all right, Crystal, you were on this afternoon.
Yes,
And I would imagine you've had time to give some thought to everything that you were
I
telling us and
have,
everything's
and I
transpired.
actually
Go
want
right
you to
ahead.
hear something. So, when I was on earlier, can you hear this? The animals are still in the house.
Yeah, I hear the dogs.
They
The
net the
animals are
police.
still in the house. Did you
Yeah,
contact?
I contacted Central Falls Police last night. They said that they were doing whatever they can to get the animals out of the house. Now, earlier when I came up the stairs,
Okay.
they didn't bark. So I thought the animals were removed, and they're not. They're still in the house unattended.
Hmm.
So this has been
I don't
2 days.
understand that.
Yeah, 2 days. The animals aren't being fed, and they're not, they don't get to go out anyways. They just go to the bathroom in the house. That's how these people are down here. But the animals are left unattended in that house.
Hmm. All right. Well, and what did Central Falls? I'm just curious. What did Central Falls Police say when you contacted them on that?
So when I contacted them last night, they told me that they were working on figuring out what they were going to do.
Okay.
The sergeant
Okay.
was supposed to call me back and has not called me back either since last night.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I said to you earlier, it doesn't matter how many times you complain, because nothing was ever done and everything was always swept under the rug. And it's the same thing right now. Now animals are being neglected that were already neglected living with Josh and Liz, but now there's
Hmm.
no one in the house to attend to them since Monday
How many
night.
Monday night and it's Wednesday night? We're
Yeah,
going on 48 hours here. How many animals would you say are in that apartment?
at least 11.
Oh my
They have
God.
at least 6 dogs down there, and then there's cats. I don't know what else they have in there because, like I mentioned earlier, a year ago that the Josh and Liz were on the news because they had this operation of bringing animals from Florida to this house and a house in Warwick, and they pulled 30
Right.
animals out of that 2-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
Somehow she was able.
Someone is suggesting you contact. No, that's not the one I wanted. Central Falls Animal Control directly.
Okay, I can do that.
Well, yeah, call them directly.
I
So
will. I
now I
am
want
going
to
to do
go
that.
ahead. All right. Now I want to. Some people are wondering. Like yes, Charles is plugged in. 3 of them are out on bond, but I want to also just kind of explain to people that I think people have a full sense of how our system works, and which is right now it is a suspicious death investigation, and they're being charged with that they moved that they moved a body, but people should not be surprised that they are going to get out of jail for now, simply because they're not being held on murder charges. So, but Crystal, you really struck a nerve with people just of what you had to go through during that entire ordeal.
And it has been a nightmare over here for the last 3 years living here. The amount of
Yeah,
things that have occurred and nothing was done ever. Women being taken in over here, homeless people being taken
yeah,
advantage of. It strikes a nerve with me because, these people are morally disturbed to prey
yes,
on people already down and out. These people had
yeah,
nowhere to go. These people were suffering with addictions. And, instead of trying to help somebody that's down and out, they took advantage of these people. They took their food stamps, they took their social security checks. And when
yeah.
whatever reason they were kicked to the curb, like, a blink of an eye, like they were nothing. The little bit of belongings they had thrown out in the yard to move somebody else in to get their money. And it was just a revolving door down there of them taking people in, and you know, um, at the expense of these people, of their mental health, their well-being. They preyed on those people, and Erica happened to be one of them.
Mm.
Um, I seen the bruises on this girl's face. I seen her picking out of the dumpster because they were starving her.
Ah,
And all the neighbors that actually was witnessing Erica going in the dumpster getting food, and we were outside talking
ah,
about it.
wow.
And the next time I saw her, I gave her a bowl of food, and I started giving her food because I knew she wasn't
Right.
eating. I knew that the cops, were looking
I
for
just want to
her. I
interrupt you for
don't.
a moment, Crystal. Crystal, hold on. Hold on, Crystal.
Okay.
Yes. Hold on just a moment, Crystal. Kendra Stark, I'm going to ask Kendra to DM the page. Kendra's very plugged in. Kendra has been an advocate on this. Kendra, I do want to have you on. If you send a direct message, I'll send you a link to the page. Crystal, I also, I was, a lot of people were struck by the ruckus that was caused. This wasn't just a Friday or Saturday night they have a party. This sounds like this was going on all the time.
Every night. This is how they lived.
How?
I have a question. You said 3 are out on bond. Do you know which 3?
I think so, but I'll have to check. I mean, um,
I
I
actually
do
think
know that.
it's
Go
somebody
ahead. What were you going to say?
downstairs.
Oh, you think there
I
is
think,
someone downstairs?
yes, that's why I was
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah. I do know the answer to that. Give me just one moment. Let's see. Stephanie is out. Her sister bailed her out. And let's see. Um, I have it. Some of the people, Christopher's one of them, and he's out. Christopher's also out.
Okay.
So, so it
Yeah,
is very
there's somebody
possible.
down there.
Okay.
There is
Well, then,
somebody in that apartment.
okay. Well, if there's someone in the apartment, then I would imagine then they're telling the police that they're then going to, handle the animals, is what I'm saying. So now I can tell you, I believe the police are watching them very closely. So
Oh, yeah.
I want to be very, so you should not in any way be concerned. So Christopher is out. It sounds like Stephanie is out. And I think at least those will No, no,
but
no. The
not
animals are not alone.
but not
Who
Liz and Josh. They didn't make bond.
I don't believe so. I don't believe
So
so.
nobody should be
So
in that apartment right now because the only one on that lease is Josh and Liz.
unless I know that it is true that Brit is out. So Brittany is also out. So
Right.
yeah, Brittany's out, so 3 of them are out. 3 of them is out. 3 of them are out. So, Crystal, what else? How can people help you? You've touched a
I
nerve
mean,
with a lot of people.
um, honestly, I'm honestly just looking for a new apartment, and I'm gonna be moving out of here because this I don't need any help. I appreciate it, but I'm not staying here after everything that's happened. I'm out of here. The landlord, um, honestly, in my opinion, the landlord is just as accountable as second floor because he did nothing. It
Yep.
didn't matter the broken doors, eh, you know, um, the people being abused, the cops here, overdoses, people living in the hallways. He just did nothing. And, I am going to be removing myself from this location. This has been overwhelmingly like one of the worst living experiences in my life. For 3 years,
Yeah.
I've been dealing with this nonsense downstairs, and it just kept
Mm,
getting worse and worse. And now this poor girl has been murdered. And,
yeah.
nothing about this sits right with me. And, you know, um, I don't even want to see those people. I can't, um, I don't even want to put myself in a situation if Liz makes bond because these people and the way they treat people and what they have done and gotten away with it's mind blowing that people can do these things and there's no consequence. There's nothing. And this is why they continue doing what they're doing at the expense of other people because they get away with it.
Mm,
And I can't stand by anymore. Now that somebody has lost their life at the hands of these people, I just am going to be removing myself from this location after this. I feel so bad for the family. I know they were trying to help find her. And, I see a lot of comments about like Central Falls Police Department didn't do their job. I know the cops were coming here and they do have a history of hiding people because of that front hallway.
right.
Um, so I don't know, like I said before, I don't know what happened when the family was here with the cops looking for her. I know they had shaved her head. I don't know if the cops
Huh.
didn't realize it was her or if she was hidden in the hallway. Whatever the case may be, um, there has to be some accountability for Erica because many people let her down, from the landlord to the police. you know um there just has to be some accountability because Erica is not the only one that has been being abused and taken advantage of these people,
Right.
and Erica lost her life to the hands of these people, and
Yes.
there's people that need to be held accountable. DCYF being in and out, with children in the house, sex offenders in the house, and it
Phew.
just, you
Wow.
know you, there is just so much that has happened here that it's just truly disgusting that this has gone on for the 3 years that I've lived here. I don't know, how long it was going on before I was here, but for 3 years these people have been doing these things, and there's been no accountability at all for those people
No.
downstairs, from abusing animals to people. And you know um I'm just at my end here. I can't take no more with these people, you know. Erica was nothing like those people. She was a sweet girl that was being taken advantage of. And, you know, as much as I called and complained, the landlord, the police, nothing was ever done.
Well, let's talk about that just for a moment. Now, I do want to mention, I see, let's see. I want to just there's someone that Justin, I sent you a link, Justin, to the direct message you sent me. So folks, I'm trying a couple things and I want to jump in. First of all, no one's going to jail for life. All right. So everybody should just be clear about that. No one's going to jail for life. That's number one. Number two, if you heard Crystal when we had on one of her friends earlier, she said she was living in Westerly, meaning Erica was living in Westerly in August. Did you hear that at all?
I did not.
Okay.
I have not heard that other from when it was said earlier on
Yes.
the broadcast.
Yeah. So my point is,
I didn't know where she went. She just disappeared. She was just
right.
gone.
Well, what I want to mention to people is these people that are Erica was 24 years old. And if you're the police, it's not as if you used to see her cleaning the stairs, correct? When you'd go by and she was
Every day.
cleaning the stairs every day. So my point is, and I want to be very clear to people about this. So this business of, but she could have escaped. This isn't Silence of the Lambs, where someone is down in a pit in the basement. So for whatever reason, her father and the stepmother, they were trying to get her out of there. She did leave. She went and lived in Westerly. So all of these people that are blaming the police, and she wasn't, I'm trying to say, I'm not saying that she didn't have some challenges. I'm not in any way justifying those people, but people are distorting this almost as if it was a hostage situation. If you're the police and these people, they may be dirt, Josh and the rest, they may be dirt, but they certainly knew the law. You can't, you know, I'm sure if police showed up, they'd say, you have a warrant. And if you don't have a warrant, you're not coming in. How do you get a warrant? So she wasn't there the whole time. She wasn't under 18. So I don't blame you for being fed up.
I do agree with that. Even if
Yes.
like they did see her there, like that you can't make somebody leave.
No, you can't.
But
And people need to understand that.
the living conditions of that
Yes.
house, the
No, I
animals
understand
in
that.
the house, there's other
Yeah.
things that should have been done that was also neglected too. Numerous
Sure.
overdoses here, nothing done. And the
Yeah.
police had Central Falls Police told me that there wasn't much they could do. It was the landlord's responsibility to get these people out. And it's like,
Wow.
well, how is that true when I have somebody in my front hallway that is not on the lease living in there by
Yep.
candlelight? And they didn't want to, they just kept saying you have to deal with your landlord.
Right.
That's your landlord's responsibility.
Mm.
And the
Yeah.
landlord did nothing.
No, and people, yeah, it's not, I know people in a situation like this, it's so tragic. And I understand people they want to blame someone, but this whole business, Crystal, I want to thank you for coming on. I want to thank you for coming on. Thank you again,
You're
Crystal. And you can maybe, okay. Folks, there is Crystal. Now I want to bring up, it says Justin, but I
Hello?
believe this is, yes. What's your first name again?
Can you guys
Hi.
hear me?
What's your first name? I can hear you.
What the hell
What's your
happened?
first name? Oh my goodness.
He's on my
We
bike.
can hear you.
Tap on
Yep.
charge.
Just turn up the volume.
Can you
Turn up
guys
the
hear me?
volume. I can hear you. Oh my God. I can hear you. God, these are the people. That is the same girl that kept saying that I'm in Facebook jail. Now, I would like to bring up someone, and I asked her to send me a DM. People are, I don't understand, folks. You got to put your phone up, and there is someone, I think it's Kendra, that I want to talk to. And people just keep sending me text messages, but I can't do anything if they don't send. So the girl that was in the chat, I know we can hear her. I don't know why they weren't. You're going to turn your volume up on your phone. What is her name? I sent her Danielle. I sent her. Okay, this should be Danielle. Now all we need is, all right, Danielle.
Hello.
Is that you, Danielle?
Yes.
Okay, there you are. Okay, well, you made it.
Yes.
All right, now Justin is very nice to help us. All right, it
Yes.
says Justin, but you're really Danielle.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm using his phone.
Tell us. That's quite all right. Tell us, you were living there at one time.
Yes, I was living there in 2022, 2023. I was at one time I was best friends with Liz. I met her through Kennedy, hanging out in Kennedy Plaza. I know them from just hanging out in Kennedy Plaza. And she took me in because I was homeless at the time, because I got kicked out of my mom's house because me and my mom boyfriend at the time, we just bumped heads. She took all my personal information. Yeah. She literally went through my purse, took all my personal information, took my whole social security check. They had, when I was living there, they had bed bugs. My whole side of my face was bitten. They used to try to beat me, but I tried to run away as fast as I could. But they couldn't catch me because I always had
wow.
I always had friends nearby to try to help me. I have tried to call the Central Falls Police. A couple of other people have tried to call the Central Falls Police, and they said that that she was fine. That Liz and Josh said that she wasn't there, but I know they're good for hiding people because of, like Crystal said, that front stairway.
That's where they would hide people, Danielle.
Yep, the front stairway.
That's where they would hide them, the front stairway.
Front stairway, the bathroom.
Okay. Now, how long did you live there?
I lived there for about 2 months, and I couldn't deal with it because they were getting mad at me because they would sit there and yell at me for not helping clean the house. Like Crystal said, like Beatrice and that gentleman said, there would be feces all over the house and they wouldn't even clean it up. And that is a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. How many bathrooms?
1 bathroom.
How many bathrooms?
1 bathroom.
What was the bathroom like?
It was very small. It was very small.
Okay. But clean?
Nope, the whole house was dirty.
But clean?
The bathroom was clean, but the rest of the house was dirty.
Okay. I'm just curious. Take me through, if you don't mind, Danielle, like, just give me a typical day when you were living there. What time does everybody get up?
I would say probably around like
that's all right.
Noon.
Go ahead.
Around noon, 1 o'clock.
Okay, noon or 1 o'clock, and then is there
because they would be up. They would say that again, sir.
Is everyone then having breakfast? Is there food in the house? All right, everyone gets up at around noon or 1 o'clock. And then what happens?
She would just wake up, start screaming at everybody, telling them to start cleaning up the house. Like, we couldn't even have time to even try to open our eyes or anything.
Wow.
And she would be up all hours of the night, screaming and hollering, moving furniture. And there was one time that I was like, Liz, what are you doing? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, there's people that live upstairs, downstairs. I was like,
Yep.
we're being destructive.
Yes. Now, I'm just curious. All right, so 12 to 1, and then take us through the afternoon. Like what normally went on in the afternoon?
She was still constantly screaming, telling us to pick up the dog and the cat feces. She would make us cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if we didn't, if she didn't like what we were making, she would try to beat us. Just it was an everyday.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now, would you leave for the day and then just come back at night, or was everyone just kind of hanging around?
everybody was basically just hanging around the house because nobody worked there.
Mm. And now, um, what was it good at first? Like, was it fun? Was it like a party house, or was it right from the
It
beginning?
was
It was not
basically more like a
fun. Was it
party
like how
house.
was Josh
Um,
a
I think
party
Josh
house?
just put up.
Okay.
I
And
think Josh
would
kind of just put up with it because the way Liz is, because Liz
yep,
has Liz. They're the type of people that like to manipulate people that have disabilities and stuff like that.
yeah. And you think she's the type that does that?
Yes, and I think
So okay.
I think Josh is like just tries to like does what she says so he doesn't have to sit there and argue with her because she has
I
threatened
see.
to to beat him and everything else. Like I think Liz is the main ring person.
The ringleader. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, was it like what were the sleeping arrangements? Where did you like all right, so the night is coming. What time would the night come to an end?
Um like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, that's
Yeah.
late.
Yeah,
So,
and
but is
then
it fun
she
so then no one wants to, go to bed because it's a good time?
we, most of the time she just had us play
Go ahead,
Uno.
Danielle.
Most of the time she just had us play Uno.
Uno.
Yeah. So
Oh,
we would just sit
okay.
around.
And is that
Um,
like
Most of the time we would just sit around and play Uno and drink because she was a drinker sometimes, and
yeah,
everybody in that house
yep,
smoked weed. So
yeah.
everybody, because at the time I used to smoke weed, I don't
Oh,
anymore.
okay. Yeah. Um I and what is it that finally I want to just jump in. I know some people are saying Kendra, but Kendra needs to send me a direct message. Folks, I would like the moderators to maybe jump in on that. Like I can't have someone on if they're not going to send me a direct message to the page. So, yeah, I'd love to have Kendra Stark on, but I can't because right now I'm checking direct message and she's not sending anything. So Danielle, um, were the
And
relationships, we're hearing that, you know, that it was kind of a loose and free relationships going on in the house. Is that the
y-
case?
yes, because Liz is bisexual, so she always wanted to have um, a polyamorous relationship with
Okay.
a bunch of people.
Yeah. So she wouldn't just have sex with Josh, she would have sex with some of the other women in the house.
That is correct.
Okay. And I saw a TikTok page that now do you know all the women? Do you know all the people that were in the house? The
I
women that
know,
yeah,
I know Andrew.
Andrew, yep.
I know Liz and Josh, and I do not know Stephanie, and I do not know uh that girl Brittany.
Brittany, that's right. Okay, because in Brittany has a TikTok page that she seems to be in love with Stephanie. And that would not surprise you.
No, that would not surprise me at all.
Okay. So, let's talk, was it a situation where, so both Stephanie and Liz, they were both bisexual? Is that fair to say, or just Stephanie?
I think they were both bisexual.
Okay. And so, like, was that part of it? Would Josh and Andrew, were they also allowed to have sex with multiple women, or just the women were allowed to have sex with other women?
I believe just the women.
Just the women. Okay. So, now, were there also a lot of animals living there at the time, Danielle?
Yes, a lot of
Okay.
animals.
Yeah. And would you sleep in a bed, or would you sleep on a floor as well, or maybe on a couch?
There's times where I slept on the floor. There was times where I slept on the couch.
I see. But never in the bed?
Still talk to him.
Say that
Danielle,
again, sir. Say that
never in
again,
the
sir.
bed? Never in the bed?
No, never in the bed.
No. So, was this also like a group thing? Are people having sex in front of each other, or is that more private?
It was more private.
It was. Okay.
Yeah.
But this type of party, Danielle, this was going on, like, it sounds like 7 nights a week.
Okay.
All right, there you are. All right, now we can see you, Danielle.
Okay.
All right, we could see
Can
you.
you?
Can I ask you, are you purposely covering the camera?
No, I have it on the charger as I'm speaking to you.
Oh, well, we
Mhm.
get your audio, and that's all we need. So now,
Mhm.
were there children in the apartment while this was going on?
As far as I know, when I was living there, Liz was pregnant by Josh,
Yep.
and I know Liz has other kids from a previous relationship. Um,
Yes.
but they were all, as far as I know, they were all in DCYF custody.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Well, but that, no matter what happened, let's see if we can also, yeah, there's Crystal. Crystal, do you want to jump back on?
Yeah, I wanted to let you know that I actually just contacted Central Falls Police because there's people in the apartment, and I don't know if they're
Yes.
supposed to be in there. Nobody else is on the lease but Josh or Liz, so they are coming
And I
out
knew
right now
Erica's
to see
dad. Like
what's
me and
going
Erica's
on.
dad are very close.
Yeah. Hey, Danielle, hold on just for a moment because Crystal's got some good info. Oh, wow. So they are coming out, Crystal.
Yes, they are. They're on their way. The
Huh.
dogs are going crazy down there. There's all kinds of banging. I don't know who's in the
Yeah.
house. I don't know if anyone's supposed to be in there, but I did reach out to them and they said they're coming out to see what's going on.
Yeah. What I'd like to do is, I, I mean, I don't know what your phone situation is like, Crystal, but this would certainly be decent video if you could, get some video of this when it's going to be going on. Just because there's no way I'd get there in time.
Right.
So
Yeah, as soon as they pull up, I'll turn my
as
camera
soon as
on.
the police. Okay. All right. Yeah. Why don't we? I'm gonna put you. Yeah. Let's do that. Now let me go back to Danielle. What did you want to share, Danielle? Danielle, was it difficult if the animals were going, like, why were the animals going the bathroom using the why weren't they going outside, the animals, to relieve themselves?
Nobody. I guess nobody wanted to take them out, and I would have to take them outside sometimes. And
You
I
had to
got
take them outside. Yeah.
yes. And I told Liz, I was like, "There's too many dogs for me to take outside, and I can," because she would yell at me, "Oh, take them out all at once," and there was too many dogs to go outside all at once.
Yeah. How many dogs were there when you would be there, Danielle?
There was at least 10 to 13 dogs when I was there.
What? How is that
Yes.
possible? 10 to
Somehow, some
13
way it is.
dogs. Oh my God. But like, are there water bowls filled and are the food bowls filled and like who's
I
grooming
I
these
had to
dogs?
do it. I had to make sure the food bowls were filled and the
Yep.
cat bowls were filled and all the water bowls were filled for all the
Hmm.
animals.
Danielle, did you feel like a slave?
Yes, I did.
Did you
Like
feel like,
there was a
yeah, go
point
ahead.
that she told me because I told her that I was moving out because I couldn't deal with the screaming and hollering because it was ruining my mental health. And
Yeah.
I literally packed some of my stuff up and I called my cousin to come get me so I could stay with my cousin for a little bit. And my cousin lived 45 minutes away from
Oh,
Liz and Josh.
yep.
But she came and got me, and I guess I forgot some of my stuff. And I went to the Central Falls Police Department and reported all that stuff missing. And they went to Liz and Josh's house, and the police said that they didn't have my stuff, that I took all my belongings with me.
Wow. I want to, I see Alexis. Alexis, I'm going to send you a link because Alexis is the sister of Erica. And uh, let's see. Alexis, I just sent you. Oh, there you are. There's Danielle. Alexis, I just sent you a link if you want to join us. Danielle, now listen, you're now settled. It sounds like you're in a better place. Is that true?
Yes, I am in a very better place.
Yep. And it seems like you have a nice relationship with Justin.
Yes, I do.
Yep. Now, I don't want to rush you guys. Is there any talk of marriage or are you still getting to know each other?
We're engaged right now.
Fantastic. Well, best wishes. Look at that.
Thank you.
You didn't attend the wedding that they had back in August, did you?
No, I was invited, but
I think
I live in Florida. I literally left Rhode Island because of Liz and Josh.
right.
So I live in Florida
Okay.
now.
I understand. Yeah. Well, you made a mistake by leaving Central Falls, Danielle.
Mm.
Is there any way
Yeah,
we can convince you and Justin to move back?
I don't know. There's really nothing
No?
there for me anymore. So
Well, yeah.
mm,
All right. Well,
it
listen,
it hurts to see
I'm gonna
Erica gone.
I am sure. Now you never met her, is that correct? Or you did meet her?
I met Erica like once or twice through her
Oh,
dad.
wow.
Yeah,
Through her dad. Okay.
yeah.
So and how is that? Did the father used to go to the apartment?
Um,
I don't get it.
he
This gets
tried
even worse.
when
Oh,
Erica
okay.
was there. She tried. She, when Liz and Josh went around, I suppose this is what I heard that she tried to reach out to her dad and her stepmom, but when they came back, they were very manipulative. They would like take her
Yeah.
phone, go through her phone to see
Oh,
who she's
wow.
talking to and stuff like that. Because they
Yeah.
did it to me.
Oh,
They went through my phone to see who I was talking, and then they would block people who she think they thought that she wasn't supposed to talk to, and this and that.
hmm. Wow. Well, Danielle, I'm sure we'll talk to you again, but I appreciate you and Justin taking the time to talk tonight and
Thank you
shed
so
some
much.
light. Okay. All right, Danielle. All right, there's Danielle. And how about that? Imagine move to Florida just to get away from them. So again, Alexis, I did send her a link if she wants to join. Crystal, are we still? We're still waiting for the CF police to arrive. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. Still nothing.
Still nothing. Not
Wow.
yet.
Goodness.
Gotta love Central Falls Police. They're right around the
Yeah.
corner from the house. too. So it's like,
Now, if I had known they were, who knows? I may be out tomorrow. I may be out there tomorrow. I may have to set up shop and do some live streams until this thing gets straightened out, Crystal. So, um, Gianna has. I'm just looking in the chat. Gianna wants to talk with you. I did send a link to Gianna. So, okay. Well, I'm. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sending. Then give her the link. I mean, I'm being very. I'm not talking to you, Crystal, but send her the link. Boy, this is not good that we're still waiting.
yeah.
They all took. Here's someone telling me they all took turns dating each other and they share each other.
Yeah, that is a true story.
Oh, it's like Love Island.
I don't.
Yeah.
Can't make this stuff up over here on Central Street. That's for sure.
No. Yeah. I may have to be out there. I don't. No. This Crystal is fine. We just have the audio of Crystal, which is totally fine. I'm not exactly sure what happened with Alexis, who is. I was communicating with Alexis is Erica's sister, and she was in the chat. I sent her the link, and now we're just kind of I think, let me just double check, but I'm pretty sure we're just kind of waiting on her to see if in fact we're going to. Let me just try. I'm going to do something a little bit different. And Crystal, thank you for your patience and so forth. It's just a terrible story. And this young girl, the one thing that gets I find a little confusing is a lot of them seem to know the father. A lot of them seem to know Erica's dad. So, and what I mean by that is Rebecca Mason, send me a DM and I'll send you a link. Wow, there's a lot of people that seem to live there. A lot of people, Crystal. You weren't
It's a
kidding with the
revolving
people.
door down there.
Revolving
It's
door.
Yes.
Shania, if
And
you could
this
tell
is
Shania, if you could tell Alexis that I emailed her the link, we'd love to talk to her, or she could send a direct message. So if the mods could just remind people, I mean, I'd gladly have her on. And I want to be very clear to everyone. I'm trying to provide a platform so people that knew Erica can talk about her and share about her. And at the same time, we're learning a lot about what the living conditions were like. But I don't want to be redundant. I don't want to be repetitive. I know that there was someone that was in the chat earlier who definitely, Kendra Stark. Kendra, I would love to talk to you, Kendra. I'm offering you a platform to talk about what you know, but I can't if people are not going to reach out. And I'll admit, folks, I didn't realize. I want to thank Crystal. Obviously, with Crystal, the direct message is not that difficult. All right, this is Gianna. Okay, hi, Gianna. There you are.
I am shy,
Okay.
but I am here.
Yes, Gianna. Fill in the blanks a little bit, or tell some people a little bit about what you know about Erica and about this situation.
Okay, so I will start by saying this is Frank. This is her ex. We are married. There was no bad blood between us about that.
Okay.
Erica was my friend from beforehand. I took her in with Corey. He was mentioned before by other people. I did take him in. She was a good person. She did do some bad things. She did steal money off me. I forgave her. I'm just a good-hearted person like that. We noticed back in February that something was off. Me and my husband tried getting in contact with her. We were doing the missing reports on Facebook by Kendra. She was posting all of that too. We were sharing everything. And then all of a sudden, this new account was made. And we thought we were talking to Erica. It was not Erica. We were talking to Liz. She made a fake account pretending to be Erica.
How?
And then we were sent that picture, the one I sent you. I
Yes.
don't know if you can display it on the thing, but we were sent that, and at first we were a little weary because it didn't really look like Erica to us. But if it was true that
Yep.
she was being abused and tortured, that's exactly how she probably would be looking. And I can only imagine how she was looking up into the point of when her death was. And I do need to make it clear that on Friday I messaged Liz again, and then I just found it ironic that she blocked me, and on Monday the body was found.
Oh my God.
That's why I was so scared to come on, because like that is like very, I just wanted that to be known that on Friday I did message Liz, where are the whereabouts of my friend Erica? I've been asking for months. I was blocked, and then all of a sudden her body shows up. I just think that's a little weird.
Do you think, I mean, do you have an idea or a sense of when this happened, when they took her life, Gianna?
In my opinion, I think that me and the other person that messaged Liz, I will not display their name because they don't want me to. We think that it might have happened after we messaged her, or that it already had happened. They felt guilty and discarded the body.
You know, that's a good point. It could have been. I know that police found the body in Pawtucket on Monday, but Crystal did hear some kind of a struggle on Sunday night. So
they're here now.
We don't. Oh, good.
Oh,
all right. Now, Gianna, I'm going to
And somebody
just
went in the
because I
house.
want to. Okay.
Oh yeah, they're here, guys.
Just because. Okay. All right. These folks, there you can see. There is Crystal. Is that how many police are there?
We have 2 police cars. It looks like 3 officers.
Okay. Wow. We're going to follow. Folks, isn't this amazing? Good job by Crystal. Crystal is going to get a Road Patrol mug and hat. So, let me bring there's Gianna and Frank. Gianna, have you been to this apartment?
no. I
Oh, hold on. Let's just go to there.
Thank you. No problem. We're just here to feed the animals. All right, but no one should be in the house but Liz or Josh. You're not on the leash. You don't belong here.
Crystal, do you want to get down and talk to the police?
I'm going to. I will join back in as soon as okay.
No. Stay live with us. Stay live with us.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think you should go. You did the right thing. We're all behind you. Yes.
Thank you for coming.
How you doing? Central Falls Police. Oh.
There they are.
I'm gonna let them do their thing. You
Crystal,
hear it smells so bad out there.
No,
it's
go,
disgusting.
Does it? Do you know who was that woman?
Smell.
Do you know who the woman was?
I don't. I've never seen her
Do you
before,
know who the
so
woman
I
was?
don't. No,
Okay.
I've never seen her.
Can you go
I
back?
am not sure.
Can you just go back so we can? You just go back so we can see the police inside the apartment like that? That was a good shot. Boy, Crystal is the new member of Road Patrol Live.
Oh.
There we are.
Hi. All right, the landlord doesn't want anybody in here, unless it's the people that are on the lease. And nobody should be in there.
The animal shelter. They don't belong in that house. I'm sorry. They all need to go to the animal shelter. Every single one of them. No, they all need to go to the animal shelter. Period.
They told us we were not allowed to. All right, finish up. He told us the cop told us.
They're gonna close up, they're gonna finish it, close up, okay?
They don't even get.
All right, and what's gonna happen with the animals after? Because they've been unattended for 2 days.
That I'm not sure, okay?
You guys should be arrested for animal cruelty. Oh, but you guys can show up here now to take care of the animals. I don't want to hear no excuses. This is just horrible.
And that would be my daughter, very upset.
Oh wow. Who can you just ask the woman who she is? Can you ask that woman who she is?
So that woman, I do know, she comes here often. She actually is a manager at Domino's. She has a son that comes here, and I don't know what their relation is with each other, but she does come here often. But the fact that the police are not doing anything about these animals in the house unattended is, they just told me again, they don't know what they're gonna do. So they are allowing those people to go in the house and feed the animals right now.
Oh.
And this is what I mean.
Hallway,
Every time I call or complain, it just nothing comes out of it. So this is the unfortunate situation. Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
My goodness.
And I told you, it sounds like a farmhouse down there. They have all kinds of animals in there. And I just seen a kitten come walking out the door. A little kitten.
My goodness. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, maybe tomorrow I'm doing the show from your apartment. Yeah.
I'll be home from work at about 7 o'clock. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. Just a very unfortunate situation.
We are with you. I give you a lot of credit. It is. And I like your daughter saying this is animal cruelty. You should all be arrested.
She's about had it.
We want to help
we
you.
both have had it with this whole situation. It's I'm kind of like laughing, but it's far from funny. It is mentally exhausting, the shit that goes on that second floor here.
Can you just tell us the story again? One night, wasn't somebody set on fire?
Yes. So, I'm not sure if it was Erica or the other girl that stayed here, but you could hear her screaming. And then they were all outside of the front of the house talking about how the children saw it. And there was a gentleman that was out there saying that children are like sponges. They absorb everything. This isn't cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all that they were concerned about was that Liz was going to lose her relationship in her house, not that they just set someone on fire. Yeah. Like I said, the abuse and the things that have gone on.
Or we don't know.
It was a female that was set on fire. It was either Erica or it was the other girl with the fake eye that has just been gone
the fake
and
eye
just disappeared.
In New York.
Yes,
yeah.
She just disappeared. They told me she went to New York. I don't know. I hope she did go to New York and get the hell away from them. I haven't seen her since July. So, but yeah.
Well, Crystal, you have a lot of fans out there. We are with you. Tremendous courage. I'm telling you, you're doing great. So, and I want to help you any way I
just wish
can.
that people had listened to me and Erica didn't lose her life before she got the help. I wish people listened, whether it was the landlord, the cops. I wish
Yes.
something was done and somebody's life wasn't taken. I wish I
Yeah.
could have done more to help
Crystal,
her.
well, you did a lot. The stairs we just saw. So when you would go down those stairs, that's where you would see Erica like sweeping and cleaning up.
Every day I would come home from
Yes.
work, she was
Every
sweeping and mopping those stairs. She was the slave of the house.
wow.
She had to clean up after
Yeah.
all the animals and everything, and they were starving her. She was eating
Mm.
out of the dumpster. They were beating her. She was bruised up
Ah.
and, she was still out there sweeping and mopping because those were her chores. She had chores that
Wow.
she had to
She
do
had
in that
chores.
house.
Wow.
And she did them.
Wow.
Those stairs looked great
Yeah.
every day because of that girl.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well, Liz kept a Liz kept a tight Liz ran a tight ship. Sounds like it.
at the
So
expense of
are the
other
police still
people.
there? Yes. Are the police still there or did they leave?
They have left
Okay.
that quick. They're
All
gone.
right. Yeah. All right. Well, Crystal, excellent. And I will talk to you later on, okay?
Okay, thanks. Have a
All
good
right.
night.
Thank you, Crystal. Boy, that was something, wasn't it, folks? All right. Gianna, I want to give you a chance to react to that, Gianna. Hi.
That is
Heartbreaking.
a lot to take in. That is a lot to take in. Um,
Yes.
all I know is that I was talking to one of her family members, her payee. She was the one that didn't want any of this disclosed to any media at all, at all.
Wow.
And I just thought that was very weird. Um, so I didn't really, to be honest, I didn't give a fuck. So, I'm putting myself out there because, I messaged Liz myself and I just got blocked. And if she's saying that there was an argument on Sunday, I truly believe that. And I
Okay.
really hope that it wasn't me starting anything. But I was
No,
just
no,
worried
no.
about Erica's whereabouts because literally I knew something was up from February. We heard from Erica every single day. You know what I mean? She was our friend. We heard from her every single day. And then in February it just stopped. And then in April we get this everyone's posting that she's missing, and then this fake account gets made and as we're in a group chat with her and it just doesn't sound like Erica. We never see her on camera. We never hear her voice
Hmm.
at all. And then we're all blocked. Like even my husband Frank was like trying to sweet talk her, trying to get her
Hmm.
to like really say something that would sound like, yeah,
Sure.
here, my husband's right here.
So, I know how to
Hey,
get through
Frank.
Erica. So, around February, I was trying basically what my wife said, sweet talk her because I know how Erica is. So,
Yep.
I got some information, but as soon as I got too deep into the conversation, I was blocked, just like in a snap,
Wow.
which basically
So, Frank,
is proven
that would lead you to believe it was not Erica. It was probably Liz
correct.
that was posing as her. Yeah.
Yeah, and the things that was said, what it didn't sound like her whatsoever.
Hmm.
It certain things she would never say. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And I just found it very
Now
odd.
listen, you're married to Gianna.
Correct.
Yep, and she seems, I'm happy for the two of you. I don't want to say
Thank you.
anything, but just, you shared some things with me. Your dealings with Erica, she could be um, a challenging person to have a relationship with. Is that fair?
Yes, but then again, it wasn't really her fault. She did go through a
Okay.
lot of trauma. She witnessed. I'm not trying. She needs this business needs to be put out there so people can know Erica, because this is the life
Yeah.
of Erica that just got took away from everybody. She was bullied in high school. She told me these things, and I seen photos when she was in. She showed me pictures of what she looked like in high school. It made sense, but not right. I got bullied when I was in school. That's still not right.
Yep.
And then she had a growth spurt, and people started treating her nicely because. But anyway, she started, to change because
Of trauma.
of trauma. She witnessed her
Yeah.
grandfather pass away right in the room, and she dealt a lot. There's a lot on her plate.
She wasn't ready
Yep.
for a relationship. And like me and Erica talked about that. She like admitted that like she did love Frank, but like at the time like she was messing around with all kinds of guys, trying drugs, running the streets. It just wasn't a healthy relationship, and Frank had to end it. But we all remained
Yeah.
friends.
I'm just curious, when's the last time the two of you, either one of you, were actually in her presence?
The last time I was in her presence
Yes.
was 2 Aprils ago.
Oh, wow.
I don't
Okay.
remember mine. Is just when her payee came to my house with her, telling me some things about her. I'm not gonna put her business out there like that. People already know about it. I'm not gonna embarrass her like
Okay.
that. We're talking. I'm not speaking ill of the dead. Um, she had an illness, put that way, that can spread. But yeah, that's the last time I heard from her. I'm like, yeah, I can't. Sorry, you're doing too much.
The last time we actually had like a phone call conversation with her where we actually knew it was her was back in December
Oh,
of
wow.
last year.
Huh.
Yes. She had contacted us and she was like just begging us basically like, can we talk to you, please? Can we just talk to you, please? And at the time, like she had said a lot of horrible things to me, so we were trying to keep our distance, but we were still trying to be her friend. Um,
Sure.
so we were giving her that space because she was calling us off the hook, off the hook, off the hook. I should have seen that as a cry for help. Um,
Hmm.
and then
You
within
didn't
like a
know,
month or
Gianna.
two
That's
later,
tough.
we're reaching out, not hearing anything back, not hearing anything back. And then 2 months later, this account is made, and I knew it wasn't her. And even the picture that I was sent in the group showing that she's like, oh no, I'm fine. See, it didn't even really look like her, like from the Erica that like you see in the pictures. Like she looks beautiful, and then you have
Right?
this picture where she's all
Yeah.
messed up, and it doesn't even look like her. That's why, like, we back then thought that she was already dead and they were faking it. But now that we know that her body was found on Monday, we're rethinking everything. Like maybe the fact that we reached out again to Liz ended up
I don't think
to this.
so. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
overthinking, but it's like we hold
Yeah.
this guilt. But like we tried our hardest. We even offered her back in April when we thought we were talking to her to come stay with us. We were at the time we're living with my mother. I was like, my mom's not gonna mind. You can sleep on our couch. She was adamant. Nope, I'm fine. I'm safe. And I was like, this doesn't sound like Erica at all.
Okay. Wow. Huh. How terrible, Gianna. Well, listen, you guys, you tried. It's a very difficult situation. I believe, there's 6 people that right now have been arrested in connection with this. And so to me, that's really who is at blame here. These 6
Yeah.
people. And then, there could be very serious charges amongst those 6. But right now, 6 are charged with that there was a death. They didn't say anything, and the body was moved. So now that doesn't mean it sure. I believe once the autopsy is completed, there'll be more charges. Gianna, and you guys dealt with it firsthand. I know people. If people are looking for someone to blame, it can be very difficult to help someone in that situation because she's 24. She's an adult. She has her parents, her father trying to help her, the stepmother, and
That's not true. I'm just saying that's
it's
not
not as
true.
easy as people make it seem to be.
That's not true though. Her family was not trying
That's
to
not
help her.
true.
No. Her friends, me,
Okay.
Kendra, who's
Well,
been in the
we
group,
heard.
we were trying to
Okay.
help her.
Yes. Okay. We heard earlier. I thought that Liz or someone took out a restraining order on her father, so then he couldn't even go by the apartment. But I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't
that's not true.
I don't know if that's true. I didn't hear that. But based on
Okay.
what I know from what Erica has told me, she had no contact with any family. That they all threw her to the side
Oh,
years
wow.
ago, and she was like house hopping for years. That's why I took her in with her boyfriend Corey for a couple months.
Okay. Where is Corey now?
Corey is, I reached out to him and I told him about Erica. He's like, I don't care. I moved on with my life.
Oh,
And
okay.
a lot of people are saying good things about Corey. The reason why I had to let them out of my house is because he was trying to have her do tricks in my house while my 3-year-old was in the next room. And I said, no, I can't have that. I'm sorry.
Wow. Kidding.
Yeah.
Like, was he helping to pimp her out or just assisting her?
Helping assist. I mean, she makes her own choices. She's an adult, but
I understand.
he was definitely playing a part in
In the
that.
mix.
Yeah.
With
But she's been
your
in a lot of
3-year-old in the
relationships
house.
like that. Yeah, that's why I had to let them go because it was just, it was not, I couldn't, they didn't bring anyone to my house. They asked me, and I was like, nope, that's the end of this. You guys have to go. I'm sorry.
Oh. Wow. How terrible. So, well, Gianna, it's good. Listen, you and Frank, I give you a lot of credit. You tried to help her. You were a friend. I'm sure we'll talk again. I give you a lot of credit for coming on and
Yeah, I was
talking about it
scared.
because I know it's not easy. And let's just see where this plays out. No, I understand. I understand. Gianna, good. I'm telling you, good job. Good job, Gianna. All right. Now, I believe we have, and this is not easy, but is this you, Alexis?
It is.
It is.
It is.
Talk
My
to
camera's
us.
actually broken right now, so.
That's all right. That's all right. The audio is fine. First of all, I feel, well, back up just a little bit. You are, in fact, Erica's sister.
I am.
Yep. And Alexis, everyone feels terrible about what has happened. Talk to us a little bit from the family.
So, Erica was a very sweet girl. She was 24. Smart in her ways.
Is she older than you? Younger than you?
She is older than me by 3 years.
Okay.
Her father, well, our father,
Yep.
is very lost for words right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't really know how to handle it.
Right.
Granted, none of us do. So,
Alexis, what is, take us inside your world and what it's been like. Tell us at least the past couple of months about Erica and how did things lead to this
last
weekend?
time I talked to her, she had told me she was going to Massachusetts to live with her ex-boyfriend. I didn't know she was being held captive against her own will. Liz is actually my cousin. Nobody really knew that she was there. They kept it a secret, and the people that were involved did know.
They knew everything.
Whether it was siblings that were part of this family, friends, anybody. They knew, but didn't speak up. Anybody that was in that house or related to them knew that she was in this house and did not speak up.
Did you know where, like, you thought she was going to live in Massachusetts with an ex-boyfriend or a boyfriend?
Her ex-boyfriend, yes. That is what the last time I had talked to her about a year and a half ago.
So what about this past summer? We're did you see her in the summertime? Did you have any contact with her in the summertime?
No, I did not.
You didn't. Listen, I know it's not easy, and dealing with someone that, trying to find herself a little bit, but when, how 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 frequently would you see her or communicate with her?
Not often, because the fact that they had taken her phone and had smashed it.
Oh my goodness! This is your cousin that we're talking about, Liz, right?
Yes.
Wow. Um, how has it been for your family? How did
Hard.
you consider Erica? You know, was she considered a challenge? Was she difficult? Was it, were people take us
She pretty
just
much
inside?
she
Go
pretty
ahead.
much stayed to herself while at home. When she was out and about, she tended to get into a couple arguments. She did have mental health issues. People took that for granted through high school and all of her school years. She was bullied. She tried to take her own life a couple times. So her
Ah,
life has been hard in general, and to imagine that she went through this and nobody knew about it is beyond me.
yeah. So now, not to get too personal, but what Alexis, what is the family dynamic here? So you have your dad, and I think, did I hear there's a stepmom?
Yes.
Okay. Now, again, I'm not trying to intrude here, but like, is your mom around? Is she still with us, or what
She
can you tell us about your
is
mom?
living in Providence, but we don't know exactly where. She had left us when we were little.
Okay. Okay. So that's difficult. Um, Listen, this must be very difficult on your father. It's also a little puzzling that Liz brought out. Is that, I mean, that's what someone is saying, that there was a restraining order against your father. So then he could not even go to remove Erica from the apartment. Is that accurate?
Yeah. Yes, there was a restraining order against my father and Erica.
And Erica?
Yes.
No. Oh, okay.
So
And
even if she tried to call her father for help,
yeah.
she couldn't even get in contact
Oh, wow.
because of a no contact order that Liz and Josh had forced Erica to put on her father.
Wow, that's very, very hard. That's very, very difficult. Now, again, folks, Alexis, daughter of Erica. Well, what about now this summer when she was living in Westerly? Were you aware of that? Or, I mean, that
No,
maybe seemed you were not aware of that. Okay.
I was
Were
not.
you aware when she was living in Warwick?
I was living with my friends at the time.
Okay. Okay. I mean, listen, it's your sister. Do you want to share some happy memory you have of Erica?
There wasn't very many.
It wasn't. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Um, what else? I just want to give you a platform to be able to talk to everyone. I don't want to, and I want to be very clear, Alexis. I feel terrible. I don't want you to, I'm not trying to interrogate you. This is a lot to take on. This is a lot for anybody. I want to give you a platform to talk about your sister and anything about this situation that you want people to know.
No.
Not really. Okay. It sounds like it's been a difficult time. So
I have been in court for the past 2 days following this case.
you have. Okay. And what can you tell us about that?
So from what I've heard while I was there is that Christopher
Yep.
Stephanie and Brittany were charged with certain debts required intent to conceal crime.
Yes.
Brittany was also charged with a domestic, considering she was Erica's roommate.
Right.
Stephanie is now out.
Yes.
So is Andrew. And from what I'm also being told so is Brittany.
Okay. So you went to, this was all at Garrahy downtown on
Yes.
Dorrance? Yeah. Did they see you in the courtroom? Would they know who you are?
Yes.
Okay. Both they saw you in, they know who you are?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Alexis, like everyone else, feel terrible about this. So now, have you been communicating with the police? Have they kept you and your dad abreast of what's going on?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand that it's an ongoing investigation, so there could be more charges to come.
Yep.
Okay. Any other thoughts? A vigil? Maybe it's too early for a lot of that.
So from today, we had talked with Fox News. They said that the state would be hosting or pay for funds for funeral and cremation.
Okay.
Because of the status of her condition.
Yeah.
November 1st at 6:00, we will be going. My family and I will be going in front of Central Falls Police Department protesting for what has happened.
Okay.
And we will be getting justice for Erica.
And did you and do you want to elaborate on that a little bit of what's behind that? Again, it's entirely, listen, this is a terrible situation. I feel terrible that you're going through this, but what is it that led you to now it's going to be protesting against the Central Falls Police?
They did wellness checks.
I can say something.
Good.
Hello.
So this is my friend. She was also in court for the last 2 days.
Oh, okay. What name can we call your friend? Just friend of Alexis.
Jenna.
Okay, go right ahead. What do you want to tell us?
I'm sorry. What was your question again?
You were in court the past 2 days.
Yes.
And what do you want to share about that?
I don't know. Just like this whole situation just doesn't make sense. Like I just can't wrap it around my fingers on how like devastating, traumatic, like how can someone do this to such a young woman for what? Like
Right.
taking her money, using her food stamps, putting her in diapers, smacking her ass, feeding her out of bottles. Like, where do they do this? And the fact that Central Falls Police had, I believe, 3 or 4 wellness checks on her and them not find her, and she was in the house, it's just crazy to me.
Can you just elaborate on that about they would put her, did you say in a diaper?
Yes, they put her in a diaper, strip all her clothes off and put her in a diaper. They treated her like a baby, like an animal. They were feeding her animal food.
I don't get that. That's very odd. So,
It is very odd.
All right. Yeah. All right. Listen, everyone, I want to thank Alexis and friend. And I'm not sure exactly what to make of that last part. I don't I mean, listen, Jonathan Barrett, I'm not sure why. Why is Jonathan Barrett saying shut the interview down? I'm confused at that, and I don't want to overreact, but why it's the sister, and the sister wanted to come on and talk about her sister, and why do I have to shut the interview down? What am I missing? Jonathan Barrett of Barrett Towing. What am I missing about this? So she got ridiculous. Well, it's the sister, and I mean, should we not have a family member on that wants to talk about the sister? I mean, I think that's a little odd. So, but we'll bring on, I don't know about that, of the coverage is crazy. I know that, but when you say shut this down, it comes off as though, we were really talking to the sister. All right, I am checking out another story that's going on, but Faith did contact us, and Faith, I want to give you a chance to talk a little bit about Erica. So, what do you want to tell us, Faith?
I tried to save Erica from going to Lindsay's auction. She lived with me for a couple months. It's kind of hard because we used to date, and it's heartbreaking on how she went, on how why would they do this to her, knowing that she has a learning disability, knowing that she has all these health going on, knowing that she was on no psych meds at this point in time. That's what I want to see. Why would they do this to her? Knowing that she had multiple issues and multiple health conditions of her health. At this point in time,
Hey, Faith, I need you to just move a little closer to the phone. We can't hear you that well. Okay. Talk directly to your phone.
I'm very shocked that this happened. I don't believe that it's real that she's gone. It's shocking me. It's scary because at the end of the day, she should not have been able to go like this. She does not. Yes, she's done people wrong in the past. Yes, she broke her bridges. Yes, she's done this. Yes, she's done that. But it's not enough to kill her.
Yeah, I don't know. So, all right. Thank you, Faith. I'll tell you what, folks. We're going to continue to follow the story. I know these people, listen, they're trying. They're trying. A lot of people, I give them credit, especially Crystal. That was very good. Listen, look at this. Shut it down. Do you understand? None of this. Yeah, I know that. None of that. Shut it down. It's an open investigation. Like, what are you talking about? Listen, we've already lost her. A life is gone. So for all the people that are saying, shut it down, from Jonathan Barrett on, then we'll get their wish. So, all right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and we will continue to follow the story.